Welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have a little bit of a late night slash reminder slash update slash like just in a really rare case, in case you guys are late night slash early birds or whatever, we might have a nice little target drop going on. More so than the fact of all the other PS5 and all the Xbox trackers out there had a chance to go and see some stuff. So I kind of felt like I wanted to do maybe a little bit of a bonus and quick video, kind of give you guys the times, expectations, and what we're doing. Although it's not 100% confirmed, usually Target doesn't like to go and sit on stock or all that stuff. And also the last drop was very small, kind of like a weird filler drop for all that. So with this chance, with some pretty big, nice stock arrivals, well, you guys kind of know how everything kind of goes and flows from there. So I kind of felt like I want to give you guys the update regardless. So I hope you guys don't mind the little random bonus late night video slash update, because I'd rather you guys get your chance to get your consoles tomorrow as well. I'll probably have a video maybe uploaded just a little bit earlier, just that very small smidgen of a chance to go and see if there's gonna be a drop or not. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. We have the Samsung SSDs down below if you guys want to check them out up on sale. So all really good sale price, all that good stuff in case you guys want to go pick one on up, especially for Horizon, which will be going out technically like almost like in the next like few hours or so. Go creep on that if you guys want to in the Twitter, Twitch stream, and the Weeble and the Coinbase down below in case you guys want to sign up for that. Leave a like and also leave a comment if you guys will be maybe staying up all night and or slash checking out tomorrow morning. So as I kind of mentioned for this, we've actually been seeing some reports. I know good old Jake Ruski over there had a chance to go see some stock popping on in. I didn't really see too much more from any other content that I've chatted to when it comes to stock or stock arrivals or movements or whatever, but sometimes it even shows up literally like throughout the day or throughout the weekends or all that stuff too. So for at least from this one, I want you guys know everything we've seen in terms of batches and stock arrivals do seem a little bit more on the higher side. Apparently, like we're actually even looking and seeing like, I'm talking like easy double digit stock, like pretty substantial-ish type stock. And as I mentioned, most of the time when it comes to these big retailers, like Best Buys, Targets, Amazons, whatever, they don't typically like to sit on stock. So it does kind of bump up the likelihood of a nice little restock, but a decent little bit more too as well for tomorrow. So at least for all my good contacts, we haven't had a chance to see too much stock arrivals. Maybe I'll go reach out if there's no drop tomorrow, and I'll try to get more information for you guys and go and see. But basically, everything's been for I've had a chance to go and see a little more on the chiller side. But if we're seeing other folks reporting on stuff, I want to bring that attention to you guys, just in case there is the actual drop, so you guys have a chance to go and creep on it and check it on out. So, letting you guys all know, if there is going to be a chance for a drop tomorrow, it would probably be a nationwide restock. So pretty much every location, every area, every spot would have a chance to go get one. Part two, the stock numbers were looking bigger. The last drop was like a 2. Some locations were at like 1 to like 7 to maybe even 10 if we're even lucky, if it was like a very high population area. But when it comes to stock and stock with it, this one does look bigger. We're seeing like, even I think I saw a location on the picture was like 54 stock or so. Some of the other locations were at maybe like the 20, 25, etc. We also had a few other little bits and pieces of mumblings going on for other locations too as well. So like other various Target stores. I think also even like some Target employees were stating up on Twitter as well that they were stating up that some of their stores were sitting on some stock. So just the fact that a lot of these other various locations have stock, are sitting on stock, have received stock, does bump up the likelihood of a drop, at least for tomorrow, pretty big. Especially in the fact, as you guys know, we usually have a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday restock date when it comes to that stuff. So when there's stock there, people want to get their consoles. They're going to want to sell them. There's probably a reason why they're all moving there. And if a lot of stores all have stock in general, probably is a good reason why they have stock, and they're probably doing a drop. So that's probably a good connection for that one. So if you guys want to, tomorrow morning, on the very, like, you know, there's still a chance. There's always a chance they may just want to wait until next week for the Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. But like I said, they have done Friday drops before. Be on the lookout for it. Maybe be on the lookout around usually around 6:30. That's like the usual go-to time we see. It's 6:30 Central to 7 a.m. Those are the two double whammies right there. Those are the times. That's what we're expecting. And so on almost every single other previous drop throughout the rest of our lives, like it's always around that same little specific time window. So 6:30. We usually kind of see around like the 6:40, 6:45 range if you want to see. But I think the last little mini drop, I think it was around like 6:31, 6:32-ish, give or take. Exactly, like around that time, exactly. So just in case you want to know, I'll probably have a scheduled video maybe for 6:30 tomorrow, just a little teensy tiny bit earlier, because we also have some of the other news and like the GameStop news we've been seeing and covering up that one. So be on the lookout for that, or just at least be awake for it if you guys want. Typically, they do have a chance to add the listing right before. So basically, if you guys set your alarm at like, let's say like 6:20 or so, 6:25 or so, you can probably creep on there and see if there's any like alerts or if the listing got updated. And if it did, it probably means there will be a drop coming very soon throughout that next like 30-40 minutes or so, give or take, like just around that range in general. So just in case you guys want to be awake, if you guys are like super committed, usually for these Target drops nowadays, I don't usually like to wake up too early, because they're just too early. It's like literally like 6 o'clock, and that's that's if it drops. I do think the likelihood seems pretty high. I'd probably put like a nice like 75-80% chance, although once again, We have seen them kind of sometimes get and receive a lot of stock, and sometimes stocks in other locations. Like, think you have like stock in New York, but you don't have stock in, say, Delaware. With that extra type of stock, sometimes it means that we'll be having other locations also going and having stock. You have to wait for them to get it. You have to wait for them to ship it. You have to wait for them to like to arrive, stuff like that. So just letting you guys know, there is always that chance it does not restock tomorrow. But with stock being there, stock arrivals being there, and seeing like quite a few different reports of other different types of employees, etc., the likelihood is definitely there. Like it's looking and seeming pretty juicy and pretty good, which will also be very nice, as I mentioned, because Horizon is launching tomorrow. So in case you guys want to, you're hyped up for that game, it's probably gonna be the next like big seller when it comes to the PlayStation consoles. Well, maybe you have a chance to get one console tomorrow. As well, they usually do sometimes work in some Xbox Series X's, although you can always just go and find those in the walk-in locations for your local store, but they do sometimes get like little small batches of extra stock as well that kind of sell around the same time within that, like, you know, same 30-minute period or so. And then the part 2 that is also on the PS5 Digitals. Now, once again, PS5 Digitals are usually more on the smaller side regardless, so it's going to be, you guys all know that the stock, if it's like there, it's between like 1 to 10 per store, usually more on like the 3 to 6 range, which is it's just small. It's just a very small stock amount. And same thing with the Xbox too, is usually like a small batch, like 3 to 6. Always the biggest focus is always on the PlayStation 5 Disc Edition. So make sure you guys are always watching that one and checking that out. That's probably the more, they just have bigger stock, you get more higher chance to go get it, etc, etc. So all around it's looking pretty good. Like I said, it's not confirmed, but if I wanted to go and try to get a console, I would probably wake up just to go and see. And if not, that means that next week, upcoming week, we'll have some pretty good chances for a drop in stock arrivals. But this stock does look like a lot bigger, especially with that, especially because the last drop was like either like a leftover drop or side stock or whatever that is. It wasn't the best, you know, it wasn't the biggest drop ever, but at least it did happen. But for that one, if it's a smaller stock, less likely. Bigger stock now, way more likely. So I'm gonna ramble a little bit on that one, but I'm sure you guys gonna get what I mean. So tomorrow should hopefully be a pretty good day. We'll kind of see how the night kind of goes and takes us. And like I said, if you guys want to be awake, 6 o'clock. If you want to be a little extra early to see if the listings happens or whatever, to 7 o'clock Central Time, which obviously is 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock EST. Usually better drop for EST folks like Florida, Texas, all that. And then usually Mountain's like just 1 hour earlier from the 5 to 6, and then PST is usually run 2 hours earlier from, so they say, the Central Time. So all those are the rough times you guys should be on the lookout for. Stock's looking pretty decent. Still a chance it doesn't drop, but the drop looks likely. Stock seems like it's there. Twitter and other various locations are confirming stock's there. So just be on the lookout for it, and we'll give you guys more updates tomorrow morning. And if it doesn't, be on the lookout next week. I think I hit up everything on that one. Small amounts of PS5 Digitals, small amounts of Xboxes, sometimes kind of tied on into as well. More focused on PS5 discs. I think I hit everything. Should be nationwide. I think we had all this stuff on the quick little net update. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc digital console controller. We have the Samsung SSDs down below, currently still up on sale, so check those links on out. Twitter and Twitch, if you guys will follow up on either or and sign up for that Weeble. Deposit $1, get a bunch of free stock, free money. Same with that Coinbase too as well. Hope you guys have a good rest of your nights. We'll give you guys more details and stuff all throughout tomorrow, and I can't wait to go play Horizon. So thank you guys all so much. We'll see you guys on the next one.